Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Sneaker Updates. This will be Sneaker Updates number 56. If you guys happen to be new here, feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications to stay 100% updated on every hyped sneaker. Essentially, in this series, we go over sneakers that received updates throughout the week. For example, some of those may potentially include some Yeezys, Jordans, and more. But with that short little intro out of the way, why don't we jump right into the first update. Unlike usual, today we'll be kicking it off with some miscellaneous sneakers, since that's where the bulk of today's info lies. Kicking it off, the Travis Scott Airmax 270 Cactus Trails is finally releasing. After a delay, the Cactus Trail Travis Scott Airmax 270 will be dropping May 29th for $170 in men's size, preschool for $130, and toddler for $90. You can expect all of which to be profitable and to hold pretty good margins as well. Regarding how you could cop these, you could actually get started right now by visiting the site that they created for this drop. I actually linked this in the description for you guys. You'll see on the left hand side that they have a list with links for all retailers, social medias, or sites that are going to be receiving these, so you could easily sign up for all the raffles. Now, if you guys prefer a list with the links directly to the raffles rather than this, I may end up tweeting something out like a raffle list like I usually do on my Twitter, KeithAdam10, but regardless, feel free to give me a follow there. I always do tweet out small updates or urgent info like shock drops there. Regarding Travis's site, you can expect them to drop through a raffle the night before, or technically the morning of the 29th, depending on what time zone you're in. Should go live at around 12 a.m. Eastern time. Moving on, we have lots of dunks to discuss, which is a pretty big deal considering the major dunk hype that's been going on the past year. We have some good news and we have some bad news. I presume you guys want the bad news first, which isn't too bad considering we have much more good news. The 711 SB Dunks are now canceled, unfortunately, and will not be seeing a public release, at least not for a very long time. Essentially, the premise behind these was for these to be dropped during the Olympic Games, which were taking place in Tokyo. The idea was for the shoe to pay homage to convenience stores near there. Luckily, though, we have much more good news in comparison to the bad news. To start, we have some mock-ups on a large amount of upcoming dunks that should all perform very well due to the current hype for dunks and the very low retail as well. Last week, we left off at the Casino Dunk mock-ups. Now we have many more. To start, December of this year, for $140 and $120, we will be seeing the Dunk and Bodega Collab drop. Similarly, this October, for $120, we will be seeing the same style collab releasing through a Slam Jam collaboration with Nike. This also foreshadows numerous possibilities of loads of independent collabs with stores for these dunks, which is absolutely great news. For example, another one we'll be seeing in December for $120 and $150 is the Notre collab for the Dunk highs as well. But wait, that's not even all of it. There still are more amazing dunks on the way, and I'm sure there's going to be much more, exponentially more than what I'm mentioning today, comes 2021. These will consist of numerous dunk retros that will drop throughout the year of 2021, starting with the highs at the beginning of the year. Then towards the later end of the year, we will be seeing numerous lows drop as well, all of which present an amazing opportunity in the secondary market considering the retail is so low and dunk hype has been absolutely incredible recently. Then some more good news, courtesy of Soul Heat on Feet, we will be seeing the Dunk Low Samba this July for $100. The images you're seeing on the screen right now are from the last pair that dropped in 2001. These will certainly be profitable without a doubt. Finally, for today's dunk updates, we will be getting the Espy Dunk Grateful Dead collab this October. You should expect 5 total colorways, each of which slightly resembling one of the bears from the Grateful Dead. There are 5 in total. These will be very profitable as well. Moving on from dunks though, the Puerto Rico Air Force One will be dropping June 2nd for $110. Regarding resale, I will update you guys when my June sneakers to resale video comes up, so feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications just so you guys do see when that comes out, so you can see all the opportunities or just the most hyped sneakers releasing in June. And moving on from those, this December we will be getting another Peace Minus One collab with Nike. Specifically, we'll be seeing the Air Force One again, now in metallic. Although retail will be $200, you can certainly expect it to still be profitable, just like the last Paranoise Air Force One. Also, courtesy of Pirates, we have a mock-up of the upcoming Clot Airmax 1 dropping in 2021. Now, this is great news, not just because of the shoe itself, but mainly because this means we'll likely be seeing other Clot collabs on Airmaxes or just other silhouettes in general, considering there were already so many different variations of the Air Force One Clot collab. In addition to that, you could definitely expect these to be profitable as well. Moving on, we got an in-hand look at the upcoming Airmax 1 orange camo, courtesy of GC911. These drop June 19th for $140. Just like the past two duck camo, expect these to be profitable in larger sizes. Moving on, very similar to the Mars Yard, we will be seeing the Nike Waffle Racer, which will be constructed with recycled space materials, so certainly a very interesting concept. These should drop in 2021, images courtesy of Soles by JC, and these could certainly do very, very well. Then, according to Soul Heat on Feet, we will be getting another colorway of the Air Force One skeleton after the white and black pair that already dropped. These will be in October of this year. And finally, for miscellaneous sneakers, just a reminder that the Espy Chunky Dunk will be dropping tomorrow for $100. Obviously, these are extremely profitable, without a doubt, an incredible margin. I think there's no question there. You guys should all know this. It will be a draw on Nike sneakers. It was initially loaded as a Leo, but this has since changed, so you should have 10 minutes in the USA and 30 minutes in Europe to get in as many entries as you can. For those of you who were asking about Nike counts on the restock for TARS, my website, unfortunately, I already did restock them 3 times this week, but they did end up selling out extremely quickly, so I do apologize for this inconvenience. I do promise you that eventually all those who do need accounts will be able to get accounts in the future, just not before this drop. Trust me, there's plenty of heat on the way. Speaking of restocks though, I will be doing an endurance restock at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 p.m. CEST, June 1st. I know a lot of you guys have been asking, so there it is. Finally, it will be June 1st. You can follow Endurance's Twitter for further information when the 1st does approach. Moving on to Yeezys though, official images have loaded for the Zyon Yeezy 350. If you guys did miss any recent update videos, these are now delayed to June 13th for $220. Certainly great potential for easy profit when it comes to these. Then we got an exact release date for the Yeezy Quantum Barium. According to Yeezy Mafia, these will be dropping June 25th for $250. Moving on, according to Yeezy Mafia, the Yeezy 350 Bez will be dropping for $220 in fall of this year. But with Yeezys out of the way, let's move on to some Jordans. Starting it off with the metallic Jordan 4s. What happened? Weren't we supposed to see all 4 of the colorways released? Well, unfortunately not. Unfortunately, we only did get to see the metallic Jordan 4 purples release, which actually isn't such a bad thing since it does kind of let us know how to gauge resale more accurately for the upcoming ones, but for the most part it pretty much was expected. These did end up being lunch money just with a poor margin in men's sizes, and grade school sizes ended up performing even better with a pretty decent margin actually. But when these other 3 colorways do release, which should be June 20th, you should expect similar results aside from the red Jordan 4, which should certainly be more profitable than the rest. Then something that I think all Jordan collectors will be excited about, we now have an exact date for the Carmine Jordan 6, courtesy of DJ Folk. These will be dropping February 20th for $190. Based off current hype on classic retros, you could certainly expect some easy small profit when it comes to these, perhaps even a little bit more. I know a lot of you guys were excited for these when I mentioned these a little while back, so now luckily we do have an exact concrete date for these. Regarding one I did forget to mention last week, the Jordan 1 University Blue will be dropping in 2021 for $170. Mock-up courtesy of Pirates. Definitely expect these to be profitable, and I'm personally really looking forward to getting a personal pair for these. I think they look absolutely incredible. Moving on, courtesy of Han Zuying, we have in-hand pictures of the Lucky Green Jordan 13, which will be dropping July 4th for $190. There might be some lunch money potential on these based off the current demand for Flints. Based off how those end up, we will be able to gauge these more accurately. Then official images have loaded for the Galazy Jordan 1 Low in men and women's. Both are slightly different colorways. They do present an opportunity for lunch money in small sizes for men, and perhaps even small sizes and very large sizes for women. Just remember, if you do plan on getting these, Nike does do free returns. You could even cancel within 30 minutes, so essentially no risk at all. And moving on from those, courtesy of Early Gang, we got in-hand images of the Jordan 1 Zoom Rage Green. These drop June 20th for $175. Some lunch money potential when it does come to these, specifically for small sizes, although the most recent one has been doing very well. I can't expect these to be too profitable, but we will see as we approach June 20th. And finally, just like the reverse bread with the high 85 cut, we will be seeing the same for the neutral gray Jordan 1 in 2021. Certainly good profit potential when it comes to these, specifically because of that OG cut silhouette. Just another terrific opportunity to look forward to when it comes to 2021. We got a lot of heat building up. Anyway, that will conclude it for today. Feel free to leave a like if you did enjoy or you perhaps learn a thing or two. Subscribe and enable post notifications just to stay 100% updated on all hyped releases. And remember, guys, the Endurance restock will be June 1st. 5 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. CEST. So feel free to follow my Twitter or Endurance's Twitter for further updates on that. With that, I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day.